Thanks for joining. So in this video, we will make our automation automation pipeline using Agentic AI. Okay, so where we do make some kind of sales data which we can analyze. So what we are going to do, so suppose I'm having a one sales file, it is present in a one particular location. So what it will do, this workflow, it will download the sales data. Okay, normally it is happening like, for example, I'm doing a daily mart kind of application, right? So daily we are getting some kind of sales data are uploading in a one particular place. So what that automation will do, it will download that report from the specific location, and what it will do, it will analyze it and it will create the chart for it and send the email report to the receiver. So these things we are going to do. So here we are going to use multi-step reasoning, text execution, flow autonomy, and this all session will be completely hands-on. So stay tuned. I will promise to you at the end of this particular video, you will get to know that how to make the automation through the Agentic AI, right? And here we are going to use Python, LangChain, and OpenAI, this kind of normal tool only, right? So here we are going to use Agentic AI. So Agentic AI is something like capable of independently planning, decide, and execute the multi-step task without constant human guidance, right? So not like a constant human guidance. That is the meaning of automation. Automation, something is happening automatically. I do make a proper pipeline. I do make a proper flow of it, right? So that is having like three different kind of part that will work. One is the perceive, right? Reason and act. So perceive, what it will do, understand the goal and gather the context. Reason, plan multi-step strategy autonomously, and act, execute tools and deliver the result, right? So these are the three things that we are going to use in this particular automation. Next, project capability. So here AI automation workflow agent, a true Agentic AI project that do we have here, right? So what it is doing, first it is downloading the sales data, then analyzing the CSV file automatically, right? Create the visualization chart, generate the report send back to the sender, and perform multi-step workflow autonomously, right? So here we will use tools and all, everything like that. Next, we are having a scenario. So what is the scenario? Download the sales data, analyze it, and create the chart and send email report. That could be my prompt that I will give to my Gen AI application. So that will be my prompt that I will give a application. So what it will do? So it will directly send to the agent, and agent will say, okay, execute all the steps independently with no additional prompting, right? So it will having a 6 steps kind of work. First, it will download the CSV, read the data, analyze the sales data, create the chart, generate the report, and email the report. So this all things we have to perform. AI has to perform with this particular simple prompt only, right? Now let's come to this. So there is some kind of library which we have to install: Matplotlib, Pandas, .environment request, OpenAI, or LangChain, right? And these are the kind of environment configuration which we have to do: OpenAI configuration, OpenAI key, username, like that's a sender email, and that's a sender password. But again, this password will not be a actual email password. That could be a different password. How to generate, I will tell you the steps as well. With the help of them, you can generate the password, right? So this user app password, not your normal Gmail password, right? So how to do that? So first we have to enable two-step verification on the Google account. If you have a two-step verification on Google account, you can directly generate the app password in the Google account. So this is app password, right? That we have to generate. If you're having a like two-step verification, it will directly give an URL. With the help of that, we can generate the app password, right? You can search that how can we do them as well, right? Next, it is having a like step 1, enable two-step verification with your Google account, then generate app password from the Google app password itself. Then we have to generate the password directly .env file, and then we have to run this particular application. Now let's understand with this example now. So I'm going to my VS Code. So in the VS Code, I'm having an example, right? So here I created a multiple agents, right? So let me close this now. So I've created multiple agents here. So what is happening? Some library like .environment, loaded, request, Pandas, Matplotlib, email, right? Email message, LangChain, chat, all we have created. Now let's start with the download CSV. So that is a one agent. That is a one kind of tool, actually not agent. That is a one kind of tool which will download the sales data. So inside that I'm giving the sales data. So the file which I have, that is in a Google Drive, it will directly download from there. It could be from any other location as well. Okay. So that is you can directly download that from there. And here we are using that file handling kind of them. So what it will do, it will directly first it will download that data in my local, and then it will write the content, and it will say the sales data CSV download successfully. So that is the use of this particular tool, right? And second tool we are using analyze sales data. So here we are analyzing the data, which, so we are reading data from the file and we are summarizing it, and then we are sending the summary report, and then it is making the chart. So it is creating the chart for the summary report only. So here we are using data frame. So data frame, it will read the file, will make into a, what I can say, like data frame. So I can see the Panda concept is required. Data frame is nothing like a form of the row and column format, right? So it will check all and it will check does it having any specific columns or not. If it is a no column, it will directly say that no numerical column. If it is having, then it is have to create the plot. So now here again it will require your Matplotlib information. So Matplotlib also you should know. So this will create the proper chart plot, which you are having like title, X label var, Y label var, save file, and everything that we are going to close, and we are going to say chart saved sales chart.png file, something like that, right? And fourth is one of the important part, email sending report. So here we are sending the email. So here we are using SMTP protocol. Okay, so first receiver email to whom I want to whom it will receive, right? So it is not a sender, so it is a receiver mail ID to whom you want to send, and that is a sender email, right? And then we are going to ask email message, whatever email message. So we are saying that's the email message like AI generated sales report from sender email to receiver email. So from it will take directly from my configuration file, to means who to whom I want to send, and then it will directly send please find the attached AI generated sales report chart, right? And here with open, again it will open the .png. So that is nothing like a chart only, right? So there is having a read binary format, right? Read binary format. So it will read the data, attach with this particular things, and that will use as SMTP protocol, which will directly say okay, email report sent successfully. So it is a kind of attachment that will attach in my example, right? Sorry, email. Then we are having a memory. So conversational buffer memory that we have already covered in the previous video when we were covering the LangChain, right? Now here we are using LLM model. So LLM model we are using GPT 4.0, and temperature we are making like 0. Now here we are using tools. So we are having like 4 different tools: download sales data first, analyze sales data, create sales chart, and email report, right? Then we are making a one prompt template. So prompt template is having a system like you are in an autonomous workflow. So prompt template will give a proper format of the prompt to the what I can say like LLM, right? So you can having a download file, analyze CSV file, create chart, send email report, execute task step by step, and having a message placeholder, that is a chat history, right? Human, that could be my input. So that will be my input, means the prompt which I will provide to the LLM, right? Second, we are creating the agent. So that is the agent here that we are creating. So this agent is doing 4 different work, right? Autonomously, 4 different work autonomously it is doing, right? What is that? Downloading the CSV file, summarizing the report, and all that all it is doing. So here we are configuring the tools, LLMs, and prompt, right? Then agent executor, we are having a agent executor, so it will execute the agent that is having a 4 information, right? Then we are having a chat loop, autonomous workflow agent start. Now here it is starting with the loop. So simple, that same kind of work. So first it will ask you input from the user through the prompt, right? And then it will ask, are you giving exit? If you will give exit, it will directly say bye. That means there is no kind of work you want to perform. If you are having some work, then it will directly come to this part here. So it will say, okay, invoke function, it will ask user input. That means it will be my prompt that will store here, right? So that prompt we do pass to the agent, and agent will, as per the prompt, it will call the specific tool, whatever the tool we have, right? And then it will give an agent response, and we will get the proper response as well. So no worries, I will share this code with this comment section itself. So do not worry, you will get each and everything, but you have to understand the flow once, right? That all we are having a 4 different tool, we are having a proper memory management, we are having an agent here, and we are using LLM, that GPT 4.0 module, right? So this is kind of configuration, and after that we have to go to this environment file as well. So in the environment environment, we have to configure 2 things. One is the OpenAPI key. Second, we have to configure this email ID, that means sender mail ID, and then we have to configure the password. So the password that you will generate through the email only, through the Gmail, right? So that password we have to configure here. Now let's run this particular code. So I will go directly with the terminal. So I have to go first that Agentic AI folder, and then we have to write Python. So what is the file name I have? My file name I having a LangChain, not LangChain, this sales analyze, right? Sales analysis agent AI.py. I will give an enter. So it will ask, yeah, so it will ask. So that is my prompt, download sales data, right? Analyze it, create chart and send the email report. So that is a prompt that we have to give, right? So then I have to give an enter. So it will download, it started analyzing, it has analyzes that chart is created. And you can say that finish chain, it is saying, okay, that report is sent to the specific email. So let me check the email as well. So now you can see in this, I got this email that is generated by the this email ID, and I got the chart as well. So that is a simple kind of automation where who is doing it? That is doing by the Agentic AI only. I did not send them. Okay, that is sent by the Agentic AI only, right? But remember that if you want to send this report, you have to configure SMTP properly. In SMTP, we have to configure this password, right? So what password I'm talking about? This password, here, the two-step enable password, right, which you are going to configure into environment variable. So this password will not be your email password. This password will generate separately. So first you have to configure two-step verification, and then you have to go to generate app password, and then it will generate the password. That password you have to configure, right? If password is correct, that application will work fine, right? So here we have generated all this, download the CSV. So CSV was downloading in the environment here itself. You can see here I'm having a like sales data.csv file. So that is a file which is downloading directly from the this Google Drive. So we have provided Google Drive link, that file. So this data only it is going to analyze. So like for example, January month having this much, Feb having this much, March having this much sales. So it is analyzing the data and making the chart, right? So that much all in this video, guys. Thank you.